Feathered Serpent.
Captain's log, stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military activity in the Klingon sector near Krakoor, a planet on the edge of Klingon space. Intelligence indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who is responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail leading to the planet Zam-4 in the Digifal system. We've been ordered by Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discovered what happened on Krakoor before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation and the Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
Dun dun dun! Did you get all that, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. We're doing some more Star Trek the 25th anniversary. I believe we are starting episode 5, Feathered Serpent. Got some shit to do with Klingons. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Go watch the last episode. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out a way to put it in the needed information for each episode. Probably fucking not, though. Let's be real. Anyway, let's play. Apparently we gotta go to a place called Digifal. So let's resume here. Are we on the screen there? And then let's go.
Digifal. System near the Klingon neutral zone. Digifal contains 2 habitable planets, Digifal 3 and Digifal 4. Digifal 3, also known as Zem-4, contains ruins of a civilization that abandoned the planet approximately 20,000 years ago and has been declared a protected world for archaeological reasons.
Interesting. What do they say about the old Klingons?
Topic not of it.
Klingons, a humanoid life form that has used genetic manipulation to stratify their population. Their homeworld is Kling. Klingon's culture is based on the principle of survival of the fittest, either through guile or physical force. Principles of honor are used to prevent the culture from killing itself completely, but these principles are extended outside their species only to non-Klingons who have proved themselves in battle. Negotiations over planets in the disputed area have been slowly advancing, hindered by recent Klingon technological exchanges with the Romulans. The Klingon Empire itself is economically backward and poorly organized, but their military force is extremely formidable.
In other words, they can fuck shit up. Alright. Set a course for Digifal. Or is that on the star map? It is old number 7. Am I looking correctly? I think we're going right here. Let's go, baby.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
Get the fuck out, man.
I am Commander Taras of the Nizla. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once.
That's possible.
You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me. Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty.
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action. Provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately. Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately.
You interfere in a just cause. You respond to a cry for justice with arrogance? Now you shall see how Klingons deal with their enemies.
Captain, the Nizra has fired up his weapons.
Raising shields.
What?
Arming weapons.
What? What? Ready to get in a fight? He's fucking us up, too. We haven't even seen him yet.
Our weapons are offline. Our weapons are offline.
How is it even hitting us?
The Enterprise has been destroyed.
Was there more than one of them?
Previously saved game.
Alright, so...
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay, well.
Digifowl.
Okay, and we also looked up Klingons.
Topic not...
Klingons. And... I believe it was that one.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
That doesn't
Open
sound
the
like
elevators.
Uhura.
This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS.
I am Commander.
I think we can take care of ourselves. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty.
If we are not allowed to capture...
Agreed.
Take her in orbit. Alright, so let's talk
I
Spock.
have pinpointed the source of the energy trail from Huakur.
Alright, well. Shall we beam down? Let's save it first.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Assemble a landing party.
Mr.
Unless
Scott?
we find this
Scott.
so-called criminal, we're going to war.
Alright, let's take a look around here.
I am picking up multiple life forms in the... Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. I am picking up multiple life... I am picking up multiple... Nothing to report, Captain. I am picking up strange energy readings from the alien. Perhaps Dr. McCoy.
Okay, well, what you got here, McCoy?
He appears human. All life signs are normal, but I'm getting strange energy readings near the base of the pituitary gland.
There is a tall, slender, dark-haired man looking intently at you.
He's just staring at us.
Luminescent insects swarm near.
Who did we bring with us this time?
Lieutenant Stragey is carefully eyeing the humanoid.
Yeah, that's right. Keep your eye
You
on
see
him.
dense vegetation.
I'm just a security officer.
The humanoid's adornments appear similar to those worn by leaders of Earth's early 20th century inhabitants.
Imagine this is
of
real
the
life,
South
and we just
American
beam down, we
continent.
just start scanning
What
this
do
guy.
you know about Earth culture? He looks like an ancient Aztec. Jim, that man is dressed in ancient Aztec clothing.
I believe you are mistaken, Doctor. His clothing bears a distinct resemblance to fashions of a much later period.
Greetings, my children.
Quizzical.
I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Maybe.
What did you do to get the Klingons so upset? We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Quaint expression. I have done nothing to anger them. I did with them what I have done with everyone.
And exactly what would you have done with them? Entering Klingon space for anything puts the peace in peril. Whatever you did has them very upset. They're raiding worlds looking for you. And exactly what would you have done with them? Whatever you did has the...
No, you must be lying. They could not be raiding if they are looking for me. Violence was not the message of any of my missions. I, Quetzalcoatl, preach universal brotherhood and peace.
Quetzalcoatl? How fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts. Ha! You mean your followers loved pieces? They slaughtered other believers hoping you'd return. Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left.
Impossible. You must be lying.
And then your followers were destroyed, because when white men arrived on that continent, they were believed to be you in your promised return. Your people perverted your teachings, then were destroyed by it.
Foul, lying creatures! My gift was wasted upon you! Be gone!
Uh-oh.
We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
All right, let's take a look around here. Spock, what do you got?
Nothing to report. I'm picking up residual energy readings from the area where the alien's projection was. This vine is not likely to support our weight by itself, Captain. You would have to find some way to reinforce it. I'm picking up residual energy. It looks like a Zamphorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to humans.
Okay. Look at a little pet snake is what he's telling me.
A pile of small igneous...
Let's get some of them rocks.
You pick up some rocks from the pile. You fail to obtain...
Damn it. Okay. Let's use some of our newfound rock. We just got around with rock. There we go. Now let's grab the old snake. And now let's ask for some
No
dice.
enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
Do I look like a Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
What happens if we pull
The vine will not support...
Okay.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
That was
Baseball?
my fastball.
No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Let's try it again. Perfect.
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well
That's
done,
how I
Captain.
roll.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right, we're on our way.
Now are we good, Spock?
Nothing to report.
All right. And away we go.
There is nothing at the moment from...
Maybe I should send the other guy out. Where we go? There we go. That seems like a good place to save it.
Save new game. Too many games saved. Save new game. Replace delete previous. Save new game. Cancel delete previous game.
We got some metal.
Save new game. Cancel delete previous game. Save new game.
And we will call this... Is that a snake in your pocket? No. We got a snake. What are they all checking their iPhones?
Nothing to report. Nothing to report. I am reading a life form to the west. It appears to be humanoid. Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Oh shit.
I will not listen to your deceitful ways. I will not listen to your...
That's a big ass dude. What you got for me?
Well, either this Aztec is a real flesh and blood human being, or I'm going to be retired as soon as I get back to the Enterprise.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl, but only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass.
Shed blood. We gotta shoot our finger off or something.
Tolokzak falls to the ground unconscious.
He dropped a knife, Jim.
Thanks, Bones.
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
Is that like a magic knife? Can we look at it?
A beautifully crafted stone knife inlaid with Aztec patterns.
Alright, so then we knock him out with fucking rocks. Anything else around here?
Fascinating. These lights are actually swarms of bioluminescent insects. I wonder how they are controlled. Nothing unusual here.
Really? Let's make sure he's okay.
He's unconscious, Jim. Jim, he'll be up in about a half hour. If I wake him now, he's liable to retaliate for your thoughtless actions.
It worked. Dun, 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 dun.
Trousakian mushrooms. Their spores are highly toxic and are released if they are disturbed.
Okay, so
I'm
we don't
reading a
wanna
life
touch those.
form to the west, Captain. Small colonies. I'm reading a life form
Going
that
west.
vaguely resembles the Terran Spanish bayonet. The
Going
edges of the
west, I
leaf
guess?
are razor sharp and secrete a poisonous resin.
What do you guys got to say?
Fascinating. The trees are able to grow very close together in this forest, Captain.
It's getting a little cool out here. Keep warm. I don't want a bunch of sick crewmen when we get back to the ship. If we ever do get back to the ship.
Does every planet-side mission have this much adventure, Captain? Mind you, I can't say Mr. Quetzalcoatl is making a very good impression on me.
Yeah, this is pretty much a normal day at the office there, Lieutenant.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Man, there's something getting ready to jump the fuck out of this and eat us.
It is some kind of mollusk. The river seems to be its home, and it is carnivorous, eating land and river-based forms of life.
Okay, we just saved it.
I'll give it a try, Captain.
No one's even going to say anything?
I recommend caution here.
Anyone for camp?
No one's going to acknowledge it.
He doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood.
Alright. So we don't want to piss him off.
It appears that the leaves are slightly toxic. I would not recommend touching it for an extended amount of time, Captain. Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain.
Alright. Let's see. How are we going to get past this guy? We got to give him the plant somehow?
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
Good eye. Yeah, but now let's send this old boy across.
He looks at you with a
Oh, you can only send him across when the monster's there.
This appears to be a formation of raw dilithium crystals, Captain.
No shit.
Fascinating. These rocks are limestone, but contain an unusually high content of heavy metals. There are dilithium crystals here, but in a very raw form.
Hi, fish. Well, let's get some of that raw dilithium.
You will need something to.
Well, let's use that fucking knife. No, not the snake.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nothing happens.
I watched as you worked through the problems I set in your path. You are a valiant, intelligent
I'm getting a
species.
steam call.
Please sit down.
It's
We
time to
have
play some
much
Civ
to
6.
discuss.
What this means.
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive? Yes, I guess we do. Go on. I've had it. Yes, one thing first. If you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were...
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. It would appear they did not completely understand my teachings.
Yeah?
You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples?
Yeah,
that
we
they
sure are,
became
man.
ruthless savages?
The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try... Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
you're
sense
right.
truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine? With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances. Yes, why do you ask? With Dr. McCoy...
Then I shall ask to make use of your advances. At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Jim, I'll try. But the physiology is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war.
Beam me up.
5 to beam up.
I like our old red shirt over there. We don't even let him in the room. Alright, now we got Klingons on our ass.
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system. Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Vlik Pinka of the Clearta. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakkor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakkor, where a court of Cleon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Admiral Vlik, the criminal of whom you speak is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time. I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakkor would cause the deaths of... Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool. Admiral Vlik, the criminal of whom you speak is...
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakkor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Rakkor?
Rakkor has been governed by my family for generations.
Oh, so you dropped the
but
ball.
Even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for the deaths, not what you murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds? My God, you killed your own people just because...
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs,
Wow.
the people of Rakkor
You
would
murdered
be
him.
alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Blake.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakur. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
That would be
You have no
murder.
choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Rakur, Mr. Chekhov.
Alright, here we go. But we're gonna have to wait till next time to find out what happens, y'all.
Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakur to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to
Ensign
witness
Benny's
this
coming.
trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
I just want to save it. Because we're done. The party's over. Go home.
Save new game.
Justice.
The prisoner and his witnesses.
Yes, quit the game.
Anyway, drop a like if you haven't. Sub if you're new. We are out of here.